Hello students, Sacred Art High School welcomes you. Today we will study Chapter 11, Cell Structure and Microorganisms, Part 1. Students, since kindergarten we have studied that when many letters come together, they form words. When words come together, they form sentences. When sentences come together, they form lines. When lines are brought together, they form chapters. And when chapters are brought together, they make a book. Similar organizational levels is also seen in living organisms. They are cells, tissues, organs, organ systems, organism. A cell is a basic structural, functional and biological unit of all organism. A cell is the smallest unit of life. It is often called as the building blocks of life. Tissue. A tissue is a group of cells which is arranged closely and it performs one or more specific functions. An organ is a group of tissues that performs specific functions in the body. The heart, liver, and stomach are some examples of organs in humans. An organ system is a group of organs that work together as a biological system to perform one or more functions. Cells form the basic structure and function of all living organisms. It is only with the help of cells that living organisms carry out all their different life processes. Measurement and observation of cells. Cells are extremely minute or tiny in size. We cannot see cells with the naked eye. Micrometer and nanometer are the units which are used for measuring their sizes. In 1673, Anton van Leeuwenhoek assembled various lenses to construct a microscope. He was the first person to observe live bacterial and protozoan cells under the microscope. A compound microscope, which is also known as high power or biological microscope, is used widely nowadays. They are used to observe cells. An object on a glass slide is magnified many times by the lenses of compound microscope. Let us study how onion cells can be seen under the compound microscope. For that, let's do an activity. Take a piece of onion and carefully separate the thin skin from its concave surface with the help of forceps. Place the membrane or the thin skin on a glass slide and put a drop of water on it. Put a drop of dilute solution of iodine or eosin over it and observe it under the 10x objective of the compound microscope. Don't forget to put a cover slip over the onion skin on the slide before placing it under the microscope. After doing this, you will have to observe the slide from the eyepiece or ocular. After observing, you will see a magnified image of the onion cells. Cell size and shape. Cells are found in various shapes and sizes. Their shapes are mainly related to their function. Cells are of many different shapes. Example, circular, rod-shaped, columnar, spiral, oval, rectangular, etc. Each cell contains various components or parts which carries out different life processes like movement, respiration, growth, etc. of the living organism. These parts or components are called as organelles. These organelles are studied in detail with the help of electron microscope, which can magnify images up to 2 billion times their actual size. There are two main types of cells, animal cells and plant cells. These cells consist of various types of membrane-bound cell organelles. A membrane is a thin sheet or covering which surrounds a cell. Membrane-bound cell organelles have this thin sheet surrounding the cell. Plant cells have a definite shape due to the presence of the cell wall around them. Animal cells do not have cell wall around them. Plant cells also contain a single large vacuole, whereas in animal cells the vacuole is small. All these cells are known as eukaryotic cells. The cell has four main parts: the cell wall, cell membrane, cytoplasm, and cell organelles. Cell wall is the outermost covering of a cell and it is present only in the plant cell. Plasma membrane. Plasma membrane is also called as the cell membrane. It is the membrane found in all cells that separates the interior or inside part of the cell from the outside environment. Cytoplasm. The liquid part in the cell present around the nucleus is called cytoplasm. It occupies the space between plasma membrane and the nucleus. Cell organelles are scattered in the cytoplasm. Cell organelles. This mainly include the nucleus, endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi bodies, lysosomes, mitochondria, vacuoles, plastids, etc. Plant cells also contain chloroplast. Let us study about cell organelles in detail. Let us study about the different cell organelles in detail. First, nucleus. The nucleus is the most important organelle of the cell. There is a porous double membrane around it. Porous materials has small holes in it. Therefore, nucleus is also surrounded by double membrane which has small holes in it. The nucleus controls all the functions of the cell. The nucleus controls and regulates the activities of the cell. Example, growth and metabolism. It also carries the genes. Genes are the structures that contain the hereditary information. Endoplasmic reticulum. Endoplasmic reticulum is a net-like organelle. Its function is to make necessary changes in the proteins which are produced in the ribosomes. Ribosomes are present on the part of the rough endoplasmic reticulum. After the necessary changes are being made to the proteins are then sent to the Golgi bodies. Golgi bodies are made up of several flat sacs. Their function is to distribute the proteins. Mitochondria have double outer coverings. Mitochondria produces energy and therefore it is called as the powerhouse of the cell. Vacuole. Vacuole is a space which is present in the cell. It is empty of cytoplasm. It performs functions such as storage, ingestion, digestion, excretion and expulsion of excess water. Lysosome. Lysosome is a membrane-bound cell organelle that contains digestive enzymes. Enzymes are the chemicals which are present in the lysosome which helps in increasing the rate of the reactions which occur in the cell. Lysosomes are involved with various cell processes. Plastids. Plastids is a green color pigment or substance which is present in the plants. It is responsible for photosynthesis, storage of products like starch, and for the production of many molecules. Chloroplasts are present in the plant cell and they convert light energy into chemical energy via the photosynthetic process. I hope you have understood this part. Thank you.